today's topic in Robotics 101, we're going to talk about what you need to get started with electronics, building and modifying robots. So there's our desk cam. One of the first things you're going to be needing is a wire cutters, a side cutters. This is an electronic side cutters. Rather don't be tempted to buy something like this. These are not really fine enough for electronic work. Rather stick with a proper electronics side cutter like this. Where are you going to find this tool? This is just one of our reliable suppliers over there. And you'll see this pair of pliers, 61 Rand, that's quite reasonably priced. So the type that I personally prefer is this little one down here. And you've got a part number there. 72 mic 1760. So that's a good one to get. If you buy any of these things from us, you get a 5% discount. So you're welcome to email me. The next thing that you're going to be needing is a small pair of fine nose, long nose pliers like this. Again, don't go buying big things that don't fit into small places. That's the one you want. So you'll see it's pen size, it can fit in your pocket, travel with you. And if you pull that part out there, this has got a smallish start point over there. It's got a smallish flat screwdriver there. On the other side here, you've got a very fine star pointed screwdriver there. And you've got a fine screwdriver here, flat type screwdriver there, that fit in like so. Another item that you might need from time to time is a set of Allen keys. Is a wire stripping tool, which will prevent you from breaking the wire off. So again, you can strip wires with this tool, but a wire stripping tool, if you're inexperienced, is often a good idea. Is a small knife with a break-off blade, so you've always got a sharp knife. You must be careful with this. You can cut your fingers pretty bad if you aren't careful. This is like an extra set of hands. Obviously, it's a nice thing if you can buy a workbench extra set of hands, but this stuff is really useful for holding things in place while you're working on them. Small voltmeter, you can measure voltages, you can test rechargeable batteries to see if they're flat or not. This one has volts, amps, and resistance ohms ranges. And try to get one of these that has a continuity tester that bleeps if you have a continuity circuit. The next item that you're going to want to get is a decent soldering iron that is temperature controlled, has a little dial over there, temperature controlled. You can spend any amount of money on a soldering iron, but this soldering iron at around 255 Rands is perfectly adequate. There is a video about this soldering iron available on youtube.com/electronicsafrica. You need a soldering iron stand, folks. Get a heavy one with a cast iron base like this. They're not expensive, at about 100 Rand. And make sure it's got a cellulose sponge that you keep wet with water. And that's to wipe the tip of your iron on, because you need to keep the tip of your iron spotlessly clean in order to get good results when soldering. This is no clean fluxed soldering wire. I prefer this one because you don't have to clean the flux off. If you use ordinary solder, it leaves a acidic residue behind, and you have to clean off that acidic residue. So you can acquire this stuff. You don't have to buy an entire roll. What you can do is you can buy this in 10-meter lengths. So this is a big roll. Quite a lot of solder here. It'll take you years to get through this amount of solder. If you just basically, that's what I wanted to talk about, is what are the minimum in terms of tools that you're going to need to do electronics. Obviously, you've got all these tools now. You've got yourself equipped. You want to learn about robotics. So if you're a newcomer to this program, you're obviously going to be needing one of these robots. This is the little robot that we are teaching and learning with. You're also going to want to get a hold of some form of information about robotics. So we have various textbooks. So if you're not sure where to get any of the stuff, you're welcome to email me. This is a website with lots of resources for teachers and learners. And if you scroll down here, you'll see when our next sessions are taking place. And if you click on the textbooks here, it'll take you into the next page. And over here is where we have all of our resources. So what you'll notice, this is today's Zoom session is about small tools. So we looked at the clippers, the pliers, the wire stripper, screwdriver, jeweler's screwdriver set, soldering iron. The toolbox, you can just get a clear plastic box, a small jeweler's screwdriver set. You'll see that we've already loaded up the video from yesterday's session over there. And if we click over there, you'll see we've even got a free textbook page that you can download and print out your side. And there's a program there. So that's a very basic beginner program, how to flash the LED. Email me before a session, or if you want to schedule a special session, you're welcome to email me. I'm just going to put up my email here.